Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to everyone. This is Dr. Muhammad Safdar Bhatti from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, and now I am going to present my work at this forum. And the topic of my talk is investigating the impact of PEELI trainings for improving English language teaching at primary level, a survey. And that is a brief sketch of my talk. Respected audience, English is being learned and used all over the world. It has become a dire need of this age. It also exercises a great influence on the elite class of the country. Its knowledge is a successful passport for employment. The old concept about the education was just to increase the literacy rate, which has been modified now according to the needs of current era. Now the matter is not only education, but quality education. The last few decades have witnessed how fast the world has evolved into a global village. English language has become a global language across the world, which is a dominant medium of instruction for the developing countries. Against this general socio-economic background, the teaching and learning of English in government schools in Punjab faces many challenges. PEELI is a framed project for English language teachers based on activities to induct new learning techniques to enhance their existing teaching and communication skills by enabling them to be more professional. Quality of education will be promoted only when the teachers will be professionals fully equipped with the teaching techniques and methodologies through proper trainings. It is not very easy to attain the positive results without facing the ground realities and problems in its way, which are needed to be resolved through proper modification. Now I would like to tell you about the impact of PEELI project. According to Herbert Spencer, the great aim of education is not knowledge but action. The education system in Pakistan faces many challenges, like providing students with all the key competencies necessary to participate fully in globalized society. As contribution to these key competencies, British Council and Quaid-e-Azam Academy for Educational Development (Quaid) have developed a professional development initiative for teachers, teacher trainers, and head teachers. The Punjab Education and English Language PEELI is a part of a Chief Minister's roadmap for educational reforms in Punjab. By enhancing the quality of classroom teaching at the primary level, its aim is to contribute to improve students' learning outcomes. Punjab Education and English Language Initiative PEELI was a 5-year project running from 2013 to 2018 and then amended till 2020, which aimed to reach 3 lakh teachers in 36 districts of Punjab. PEELI aimed to develop the capacity of government school teachers and trainers to deliver quality teaching and learning in the classrooms. It aimed to enable every single primary teacher in Punjab to deliver high quality child-centered teaching training to improve the quality of education. It is said that quality is not a destination, it is a continuous journey which makes doing the right things right. PEELI project is an initiative in this regard to acquire the desired goals of learning in the promotion of quality education in ELT. By June 2020, PEELI had helped and estimated 2,05,000 primary school teachers, teachers from grade 1 to 5, teacher trainers and head teachers to develop their knowledge and skills to significantly enrich the educational experience and attainment of primary school children across the Punjab. All the fruits of education can be enjoyed by nations only if the teachers in the educational institutions are capable, well-educated, and visionary. The destiny of a country lies in its classroom controlled by its teachers who are developing future citizens of the country. Teachers shouldering such mega responsibilities need to be educated and trained carefully and comprehensively so that they are well equipped with the skills to educate and groom the future citizens. The government of Pakistan is committed to improving the quality of education through different means. Teacher education is considered one of such important means. It has been considered as one of the important mainstays of all education policies. If we talk about the Pakistani educational system, education is the right of every human. It has a significant role for the welfare and progress of a society. It is a continuous process and as old as human beings. A nation can gain self-consciousness through education. State establishes institutes for the formal education to improve the abilities of its citizens, and after formal education, every citizen enables to do better welfare for their country. Formal education accelerates learning process, and learning with concepts make learning effective and long lasting. In modern educational system, linguists and curriculum designers prefer constructive approaches which are used for meaningful learning. In Pakistan, educational system, unfortunately, teachers prefer to use the behavioral approaches for the better academic marks, and teachers don't focus on the creativity and conceptual knowledge. They just believe in memorization and rote learning. That's why our students of language just memorize the list of vocabulary words without their conceptual and contextual meanings. If we talk about the quality of education, education is a basic and primary condition to cultivate knowledge and civilize people for their all-round development. Quality education can be defined as such education which is meaningful, relevant, and responsive to the needs of individuals and the society as a whole. It has been a cornerstone of the development of the country. British Council developed a 6-day training course for teaching English in the classroom. The course included presenting lesson contents, giving instructions, checking understanding classroom management, encouraging and correcting learners, using mother tongue in the classroom, pronunciation, and developing confidence. The standards for quality education, there are several ways to organize standards for quality education. The present document categorizes them under the following 5 main headings: standards for learners, standards for teachers, standards for curriculum and textbooks, standards for school environment, and standards for assessment. Now I would like to move towards the objectives of the study to evaluate the role of Punjab Education and English Language Initiative PEELI project in promotion of quality education, to analyze the effectiveness of PEELI trainings for primary level teachers and in government schools, to suggest the measures to enhance the role of PEELI trainings for improving English language teaching in the promotion of quality education in Pakistan. Now, I would like to talk about the significance of the study. The positive results of this study will support the PEELI trainers to organize the training in effective way. This study will be helpful for the trainees to improve their communication skills based on quality education. It will be useful for the researchers to find out the new aspects of its role in promotion of better English language teaching. It will be very helpful for the PEELI teachers to enhance the use of English language in classrooms. It will also be insightful for the policymakers to bring tremendous improvements in PEELI project to update primary level English language teachers. My research questions were how PEELI project is uplifting the teachers' existing teaching skills. What are the problems affecting the positive role of PEELI? How PEELI may be more effective in enhancing the quality of education. 200 trainers and 50 trainers, 200 trainees and 50 trainers from the Qaid, Bahawalpur participated in this study. Now I would like to move towards the research methodology that was descriptive in nature, and quantitative approach was used, and that was a survey method. Questionnaire for the trainees and questionnaire for the trainers were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. And that is a table based on the questionnaire. These are some factors which I deduced from that. improve learning. PEELI trainings improve the learnings, 95% were agreed, and determine SLOs, 85% were agreed, and eliminates hesitation, 90% agreed, fulfills current needs, 90% agreed, and convenient way, 80% convened. And that is the data analysis and the graphic description of my talk. Now I'd like to move towards the findings and the conclusions. Respected audience, PD trainings assisted the students in becoming more aware of their own learning as they were engaged in activities oriented to promote essential process ranging from observation to production. Government of Punjab is trying to universalize the school education by providing free education in schools along with a number of schemes like free books, food, and stipends to students in public sector schools. But government should emphasize on quality, not on quantity. The goal of the present study was to gain a new perspective on the issues related to the provision of high quality primary education by exploring the opinion of primary level educators about the difficulties they have faced during training sessions in Bahawalpur, Pakistan. Education is very important as it provides the base for socio-economic development for any country. If educational system is of poor quality, it may be one of the most important reasons why poor countries don't grow. As in Pakistan, the quality of education is on the decline in spite of the fact that the government is trying to improve quality and quantity of education by introducing free education up to the secondary level. Actually, government is basically emphasizing on quantity, not on the quality. And government can improve the quality of education by strict check and balance. We know that without good and qualified teachers, we can't transform the education system and can't improve the quality of education. In this regard, a series of education reforms in the area of teacher education were introduced in the public sector, but they failed to make any substantial impact on the quality of teachers and the teaching process. To encapsulate, I would like to assert that in the present world, English has become the most important language to communicate and compete in the global world market. For the nation to advance in education, science, and technology, to build better infrastructure, and to strive to bring the nation status. So, without having a proper communicative competence, it becomes very difficult to achieve success in any field. And now, in the end, I would like to give some suggestions and recommendations. Government should monitor the working of primary schools and formulate specific rules and regulations to create harmony in their curriculum, faculty, and required infrastructure. It should apply proper check and balance mechanism to improve the performance of public schools. The public schools may be equipped with libraries, language labs, and AV aids materials such as tape recorder, video player, OHP, and multimedia. Training programs should also be arranged to maintain the best quality of primary teachers on their part. Recruitment policy should be supportive and fair to hire best qualified and trained teachers to enhance quality of primary schools. The management of schools should consider the importance of primary education and necessary action should be applied and implemented to encourage the quality of schooling. Training material should be revised according to the current needs and training material should provide sufficient number of exercises and interactive material. And these were some references from which I got the help. And thanks for your patience. And any question, please? Yes, any question? Dear coordinator. Thank you.